Okay, fine. So I have started a recording of this session so that I can share this with you. And let's begin the class formally. So first, thank you so much. 76 students joining me today. And I really appreciate this is Sunday, but you are making it. I appreciate your commitment and dedication. So first of all, I would like to tell you about your midterm examination. If you remember in the last session, online session, I shared with you the course outline. All right, the course outline for this semester is there were three topics that we have to cover, which are grammar related. Number one, sentence structures and the kind of sentences that we did in the previous class. Simple, compound, and complex sentences, and as well as dependent and independent clauses. So we have done that. Second topic was modal verbs, and the third was reported speech. Okay, so how have I divided it? We are going to do, some types of sentences that we have already done, and today I'm going to teach you modal verbs. So your midterm paper will comprise and will cover these two topics. All right, simple, compound, and complex sentences, dependent and independent clauses that we did last time, and modal verbs, which I am going to teach you today. Right, so ये दो topics होंगे. Plus, I will also give you reading comprehension. Saleha, please mute your mic. Okay, I will also give you reading comprehension of about 10 marks, because reading comprehension will be the consistent part in our all semesters and papers, because it is one of the most important skills. ठीक है? So reading comprehension I'll give you in midterm. ठीक है? अच्छा, what will be the paper, how will your exam be taken, exam or midterm exam will be taken? It will be online, it will be virtual. Why? Because we are teaching you online. So definitely your exam will not be physical, it will be online. Online examination will also be the same as we did in the previous semester. The practice that we followed in the last semester, we are going to do the same, because it's a lot easier, right? So that I share the link with you. Multiple choice questions will be there, and the reading comprehension part followed by multiple choice questions will be easy for you to just write, just put your responses and choose the correct answer and share that with me. Okay, so I hope that it is now all clear to you, everyone. If you have any questions regarding midterm, please let me know. यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर हो गया कि क्या टॉपिक्स होंगे और पेपर कैसे होगा? So one of you can unmute and you can share with me. Okay, all clear. All right. Thumbs up kar dein. Tahir, Mir Samir. Yes, Mir Samir has raised the hand. Yes, Mir Samir, please. बेटा बोलें.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम सलाम. जी.
मैम MCQs बेस्ट पेपर आएगा खाली.
Yes, yes, yes. MCQs based.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Ghazi
okay, ma'am.
Khan.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Ghazi Khan, I can see your hand raised. Would you like to ask any question?
Yes, ma'am. I have question.
Yes, please.
मैम वो पहले जो हमने पेपर दिया उनका क्या हुआ?
हाँ, वो क्वेश्चन व्हाट्सएप पे भी पूछा है, एंड दैट इज डिपार्टमेंट्स job, so we actually share the result with them and they will announce, right? So don't worry about it. Okay, now without any delay, let's get
Okay,
started.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, all right, so let's get started with modal verbs. Before we begin and I share my screen, I would like to know from you, what do you understand by modal verbs? Okay, let's make the class interactive. I want you to also speak and share in the chat box what is your understanding about modal verbs. So have you heard modal verbs? What are modal verbs? What are the uses of modal verbs? Can you just write? Okay, Sarah is saying that might and may. Yes, can and could, Zara. Yes, they are modal verbs. Would, Shazmeen. Seema is saying could, can and could. Should, would, right. They all are modal verbs. Fine. What is the specific function of modal verbs in English, like in communication, in speaking, in writing? All right, what is the function of modal verbs? Anyone would like to share? If you have any ideas that why do we use modal verbs in sentences? Okay, okay, for taking permission or giving suggestions, very nice. Okay, exactly, exact. All right. So when we want to give any specific meaning to to the word, all right, and when we want to express the mood of the speaker, then we use modal verbs. Modal verbs, they are used in a specific situation to express the necessity, to express the probability of something, the possibility of something, for giving advice and suggestion, all right, for giving and taking, and asking for advice and suggestion, for permission, for polite request, all right. So these all are the expressions that we use in our day-to-day life, right? So when you just think of your entire communication from morning till night, right? So what do? We just don't only talk about the actions that I'm doing this and I have done that. We also talk about our feelings, our expressions. We express our necessity. We offer. We give people advice. We take suggestions from other people, right? So these are we also talk about something which is utterly important. We talk about obligations. So these all are the expressions that we use. Now, let me share my screen and let's begin. Okay. Now, guys, is we are starting with the one very okay. We're starting with the model word that I would like to teach first, and I hope my screen is visible to you. Okay, we are starting with this. I will share this book in what in our WhatsApp group. Everyone, please note, and I will highly recommend you to please follow this book for your grammar and for learning the language and learning grammar mechanics. This is one of the best books and it is highly recommended, and I think this is recommended in your course as well. I have seen as a reference book. Okay, I have seen that. So yes, Raymond Murphy, Grammar in Use. The good thing about this is that the explanation is quite contextual. Contextual, that they tell you that in what situation and where to use particular word or particular grammar structure. Like modal auxiliaries, we also called modal verbs modal auxiliaries. What are they, where are they used, in what situations are they used, and what are other uses? All right, apart from one particular use, how we can use in them in different situations, how we can use them in present, how we can use them in past, right? So they are, it is such a book where you will find detailed information on detailed knowledge and overview of, yes, Zara, overview of everything. So we are starting with should. Okay, now is it okay? So now, how I hope that the screen is visible. So we are first starting with should and shouldn't. Okay, so why do we use should? We use should do something when it is good thing to do or the right thing to do. All right, you can use should to give advice or give an opinion, right? So now focus, what are the keywords? For giving advice, for giving an opinion, for sharing an opinion. Okay, there are examples. You look tired, you should go to bed, right? You look tired, you should go to bed. This is advice, this is a suggestion. Can we think of more, for instance, that I am I have applied for the job, and where you know I have to give an interview in English, but my English isn't good. What should I do? Right? So you see that you are asking people to advise you. You are asking, you are seeking advice. You are seeking suggestion from your friends, from your fellows, from your teachers. So this is very commonly used model verb and model auxiliary in our speech, in our communication, in our written communication, in our spoken communication, especially जब हम दो लोगों से बात कर रहे होते हैं, ठीक है? Fine. Acha, please talk, you need to focus on all the modal verbs follow first form of the word, right? So when you are writing using modal verbs, please ensure that you are using the first form of the verb, the base form of the verb. After should, can, could, may, might, would, all modal verbs. We need first form of the verb, right? Acha, uska negative kya hoga? Should not. And what is the contraction? Shouldn't. Okay. Now, look at this. The government should do more to improve schools, right? The education system in Sindh is not up to the mark. The government or the Sindh government should do more efforts to improve schools. Or if you want to ask questions, the model verb comes, all right, or is put before the subject, and then it becomes a question. Like, should we invite Stephanie to the party? You are asking your friend, should we invite Sarah to our party or not? And you know, what is the answer? Yes, I think we should. Or what will be the negative? No, I think we shouldn't. You know, last time she created such a mess. You know, so see how the situation. Okay, should I go to the hospital? All right, so you are writing your responses in the chat. We have a communicative activity, so I hope you will enjoy this a lot, right? Don't worry. Okay, now we shouldn't do something when it is not good thing to do. For example, we shouldn't believe everything that is in the newspaper or everything you read in newspaper, right? So you know, sometimes print media or social media or electronic media, they misinform us. You know, they don't they misinform, mislead the masses, right? So you see that we shouldn't believe or you shouldn't believe everything you hear. You know, there may be rumors. You know, rumors, the unverified news, the unverified information. Okay, so this can be a sentence, or we often use should with I think, I don't, or do you think. So this is a great, you know, prompt given to you, that when in your spoken communication you are sharing your opinion, right? So जब हम अपना opinion share करते हैं, so we always start sharing our opinion with I think, मुझे लगता है. Have you heard these expressions have been using in Urdu? मुझे लगता है, मेरे ख्याल से, right? So how to express that in English? I think the government should do more to improve its schools. I don't think you should work so hard. You know, you are not going to get any raise or any best for yours. Lots of books available in the market. Oxford Practice. Rajab Ali. Rajab, yes. I mean, there are a lot of books available, and I tell you that this book, which is Grammar in Use, Raymond Murphy, that I am using. Okay, this is also available in hard copy. If you go to Urdu Bazaar, you might find it of 300 or 400 rupees, or maybe the price of this book has increased. But you don't need to do that. This is the book that is in PDF. It has everything in it. It is a very good print. Okay, so will not have any difficulty reading this. Please download this in your mobile phone, and whenever you are traveling, whenever you have any time, it is handy. You know, you have ebook or PDF format down, you know, in your mobile phone. So this is a lot easier instead of carrying a, you know, book all the time with you. So the phone is a great storage, you know, a great bookshelf and a great storage for us. So I will share this book after the class, right? You don't need to buy this, even though this book is also available if you go to Urdu Bazaar, you will find this book, right? But I would not recommend you to purchase this, as I will share. Okay, let me admit. Fine. Now, should is not as strong as must or have to. Now, one more thing. You know, what is the degree or the intensity of something, of this model word? When we use should, okay, when we, you know, for instance, your friend comes and says, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't know why my grades are falling down consistently, you know, even though I do a lot of hard work, but my grades are decreasing and they are falling down day by day. So, you know, आप उनको कहेंगे, you should study with concentration. You should take admission in any, you know, you should take tuitions, or yes, I will share always. I will share. Okay. So, you know, जब आप should कहते हैं ना, you should do this or you should do that, it is not so strong and powerful in a sense that the person who you are giving advice, you are advising, or the person who you are, suggesting something, it is on his discreet, on his choice whether he wants to do this or not, right? If I say, you know, you should buy some books and you should listen to some good English videos on YouTube to improve your listening skills and to improve your spoken skills, right? Or speaking skills. Now, if you do this or not, I mean, that is not my concern because I'm saying should, okay? But when I say must, you must read, from this topic from page number this to this, and I will take the test from this, right? So you must, when I use must, it is more, it is stronger. It is stronger. It means that it is necessary. There is no way out, okay? But should is very balanced. Like should is not so strong, not so powerful, all right? It is mild, it is soft advice. It is mild advice, gentle advice. If you do this, nice, okay? Uh, let's do this. We should do when something is right, we expect, okay. So we use should when something is not right or what we expect. Okay. For instance, where is Tina? She should be here by now. Means वो कहाँ है? उसको अब तक यहाँ होना चाहिए. No, she isn't here yet, and she is not. And this is not normal, right? The price on this package is wrong. It should be 2.5 pounds, not 3.5, right? Yes, moderate, mild. You're right. Okay. All right. We also use should to say that what we expect something when that what we expect something to happen. All right. Helen has been studying hard for the exam, so she should pass. Right. So when we are expecting that something is right to happen, something should result in something. All right, or something should be result of something, or then we use should as well. Like I expect her to pass, the first example that I gave you. There are plenty of hotels in the town. It shouldn't be hard to find a place to stay. So I don't expect it will be too hard. It will be hard. It will be difficult to find a place in the town. All right. So you see that if somebody is coming to Karachi from any other city or from any other place, all right. So we can say that there are plenty of hotels and guest rooms in Karachi because Karachi is a big city. So it shouldn't be very hard for you to find a place to stay, right? So this is the way to express. Now, this thing was something that you already knew. I know many of you already knew the uses of should and shouldn't. But now let's talk about how to use modal verb should in past. हम उसको पास्ट में कैसे यूज करेंगे? कभी कभी हम कहते हैं ना, ओ माय गॉड, व्हाट हैव यू डन दैट, ये आपको पहले कर लेना चाहिए था. It means that what are we doing when we are using should for past? Like you should have done something earlier, you should have done something before, or it was something right to happen or to be done in past. कि past में कोई चीज होनी चाहिए थी जो कि नहीं हुई. All right, means you didn't do it, but it would have been a good thing to do. It would have been a right thing to do, जो कि आपने नहीं किया. You missed a great party last night. You should have come. Why didn't you? Means तुम्हें आना चाहिए था. All right, तुम्हें आना चाहिए था. All right. Or we can say this in negative as well. How? For instance, yesterday, you shouldn't have missed the party. It was a lot of fun. आपको party miss नहीं करनी चाहिए थी. We had a lot of fun. So when we use a negative, it means you did it, but it wasn't a good thing to do. Okay, if you are using positive, something you did not do, but it was good thing to do. जो चीज आपने नहीं की लेकिन करनी चाहिए थी. But अगर आप उसको negative में use कर रहे हैं, it means that you should have done, something जो कि आपने you shouldn't have done something. कोई काम आपने नहीं किया, you didn't do something which was right thing to do. For example, I'm feeling sick. I shouldn't have eaten so much last night. Okay, I shouldn't have eaten means I ate too much. So it means that I'm not feeling well right now, and I have stomach ache, or I have I'm feeling strange or something like that. I think that I shouldn't have eaten so much last night. Okay, or she shouldn't have been listening to our conversation. It was private. It means that somebody was listening, right? So we use this for past actions which we would have done, I should have taken the class. Yes, I missed last class and last online session. I shouldn't have missed that, or I should have taken the class. दोनों expressions हो सकते हैं, ठीक है? अच्छा, now compare both the expressions. ये देखें, look at this. This is important. Compare both the expressions, should do and should have done. Look at this. You look tired. You should go to bed now, right? It means we are talking about present. You look tired. You can see the person from, you know, his face. The expressions, the person's face is reflecting that he or she is tired. You look tired. You should go to bed now. Abhi, you know, it is a good thing to do that you should go to bed now, present. But when we talk about past, you went to bed very late last night. You went to bed very late last night. देखिए, remember, when we talk about past, you know, modal verb, so it should be, you know, it should equalize or it should complement the tense. Past will go with past and present will go with present, right? You went to bed very late last night. You should have gone to bed earlier, all right? Now you see that you are just dozing off, or you are not you are not properly, or you are not, you know, awake, something, all right? And you don't look so energetic right now, and because I can see you went to bed very late last night, you should have gone to bed earlier. Okay, now ought to. Yes, you must have heard that ought to, not very popular, you know, not very much usable, but we normally find it in our grammatical books or in different settings, that you should know that what is ought to is just a synonymatical modal verb of should. It gives the same meaning. You can say ought to instead of should in the sentence. Okay, many places it says that should and ought to, they are the same. They convey the same idea, same meaning, same feeling, same intensity, and the same purpose, same use. But sometimes there is a slight difference, right? Somewhere we read that ought to is more, little bit more formal. You know, we use should in all the settings, formal, informal settings, but ought to when it is very formal. So you can use ought to instead of should. We say ought to do. अच्छा, to के बाद word की first form आएगी. Do you think I ought to apply for this job? Or do you think I should apply for this job? They both have the same meaning, right? All right. Sorry. I got disconnected. Okay. Fine. Is my screen visible now? Please write in the chat box. Yes, I'm back. Gul Hassan, I'm back. All right. Thank you. So, all right. So ought to, I was telling you that ought to and should, they convey the same meaning. All right. It was great party last night. You ought to have come, or you should have come. They both convey the same idea and the same meaning. Okay. So let's do the exercise. Okay. Everyone. Now I need your, I need your input on this. Okay. This exercise we are going to do on word wall. All right. Look at this. Complete the sentences. Choose from the, already the clues which are given to you in the box. And please remember, maybe I can give you these types of exercises. All right. So midterm paper will not be entirely MCQs based. There is a possibility I may give you one word, one sentence activity that you have to write. Okay. So keep that in mind. Look at this exercise. All right. Number one, Helen has been studying hard, so she should pass the exam. Number two, Joe hasn't arrived yet, but he picked one, suitable, response from the box. Can you just write? Which one do you think should go in the situation? All right, ma'am, I have a question. The should and both are modal verbs, so we use two modal verbs. No, we cannot use two modal verbs together. No, we cannot use. Should be here soon. All right. So you are saying that you should look for another. All right, Joe hasn't arrived yet, so he should be here soon. Excellent. Your answer is right. The TV has been repaired. What do you think? The TV has been repaired. So what will be the answer? Yes, Misbah, you are right. Humanaz, you are right. Number 2, for the number 2 is correct. What about number 3? The TV should be working soon. Yes, the TV has been repaired. It should be working soon now. Excellent. Number 4, it days to go to the hotel, but 20 minutes. Number 4, what do you think? What should come? How to complete it? How to complete this sentence with should? Number 4. Can you think of number 4? Number 4 पे क्या आना चाहिए? Very nice. You should not, should not take long. Isra, you are right. 100%. All right. So it should not take long to get to the hotel. About 20 minutes. Number 5. I sent the documents to you today. So you. I mean, okay. What should come? Yeah, should not take long, right? I sent the documents today. You should receive. Mubina, you are right. You should receive. Excellent, Mispa. All correct, all correct. Okay, so let's see. Let's check this out. Okay. Number 6. The weather is unusually cold. It dash at this time of the year. It. Look at this from the from the box, the options and the clues which are given to you in the box. All right, it should be much warmer. It should be much warmer at this time of year. Excellent. Okay, good job. The best way to get to the airport is by taxi. It dash then 10 pounds. Yeah, what is okay? It shouldn't cost. Okay, it shouldn't cost more than 10 pounds. All right. If you have a problem with the computer by restarting it, that that should solve the problem. Right, right. Okay, now we have a few minutes to go. All right, and then the meeting will be over. So, can we do just this exercise?